somebody in trouble, as in going to the hospital in trouble, or is somebody in trouble as in the police are after them? I think it's probably going to the hospital is what they're doing there. Okay, so a friend of mine gave me a call today, which I thought was a great idea, but it's one of those things where I'm thinking, it's such a great idea, somebody else probably already thought of it. The idea is, what if we started a GoFundMe campaign? No mail? And the GoFundMe campaign was if each Trump supporter, or person who voted for Trump, donated $30 to a GoFundMe campaign, we would have enough money to fund the wall that Trump wants to put on the southern border. Okay, well, before we go ahead and start a GoFundMe campaign, here's a question. Has somebody already thought of that? Yeah. So how are they doing? Not so good.
These are these establishing shots we like to do.
You know, the kind of shot that says, hey, look at me, I'm just casually walking down the hallway here, there's not a camera or something like that, but it looks good if you do it right. It kind of draws you guys in, makes you think that you're part of whatever it is that we're doing, whatever it is we're trying to show to you guys, and there's not really a camera here. If you do it right, it doesn't look like there's a camera.
So I guess obviously I'm not doing it right now, am I?
Okay, so anyway, this whole idea of a fundraiser to raise enough money for the wall, actually not a bad idea when you think about it. If everybody who voted for Trump just gave $30, it'd be enough money to build the wall. Now that would be cool. Problem is, the GoFundMe campaigns that I found up there aren't even moving. It was a great idea, but they're not even raising enough money to... It's not going to happen. And besides, weren't the Mexicans supposed to pay for this? I think that's how that was supposed to work. I'm pretty sure the Mexicans were supposed to pay for this. Can you hear that noise over there? That's the coffee maker going if the mic is picking it up. So, okay, the idea of a Trump wall, I get it. And I understand why you want to keep people out of the country that are undesirable. And by the way, for those who would say, well, you're against immigration, we're a nation of immigrants, you know, it really, no. Like, who didn't know that? But here's the thing. We're trying to keep people out who are rapists and murderers and drug dealers and people with diseases that this continent can't handle. That's why we have a vetting process. No problem with people coming to this country, but, well, they have to be vetted first so we don't get these undesirables in. You know, people like this. Okay, so, Trump's wall. Good idea? I never really thought so. Here's why. You can go over, under, around, through. It's just not going to be that effective. But what if instead, and this would be a much less expensive way of doing it, what if instead we just took away the incentives for coming here in the first place? You can't get a job if you get here. Anyone who is caught hiring an illegal immigrant is, well, going to lose your business license. So you can't get a job in this country. That would take away the incentives for people coming here illegally. Now, if they're willing to get in line and go through the process, well, then by all means, welcome. You still don't get any free stuff, but you'll be able to get a job. There. That takes care of your illegal immigration problem, and you didn't have to build a wall. I never did like the idea of America being walled in, but that's a whole nother topic. I just never liked that idea.
So let me explain the coffee maker thing over here. See, out there with the rest of the peasants up and down the hallway of the radio station here, they drink the regular coffee, and they make it kind of weak. Here's a clue for you. If you can pick up the pot of coffee and see through the pot, that's not coffee, that's tea. And that's what they make out there. I don't like tea. So me and the news guy, Doug, we got one of these machines. And it's just for us, and it's in the studio here on air. It's the good stuff.
have the good coffee and we're not sharing it with anyone else? Is that kind of elitist, snobbish, or something like that? Well, okay, well, what the hell? It's worth it.